These are my audience members. According to the American Coffee Association, 64% of Americans drink a cup of coffee each day, and I am one of those people. To conceptualize my obsession with coffee and Dunkin' Donuts specifically, I broke out my Dunkin' Donuts hoodie, which I got customized online. As you can see, it says, "This girl runs on Dunkin'," which is a play on Dunkin' Donuts' slogan of "America runs on Dunkin'," and it has my initials of TH within the cup. Before each game, I head down to the Dunkin' Donuts that's at the bottom of York Hill and get my order and bring it back up for pregame. I was also ineligible by the NCAA for 24 hours because in my promo video that they played on the Jumbotron in the arena, I was holding a Dunkin' Donuts cup, and that's considered sponsoring and against amateurism rules. And in the summer, heading into my junior year, my first job was as a Dunkin' Donuts barista. It was a bucket list to do for me. I enjoyed every minute of wearing my apron and my visor and having my name tag and a little button that said, "Can I get you a donut with that?" So the reason why I'm sharing all these things with you is to show my love for Dunkin' and my preference for Dunkin', even though in this speech I will be vouching for Starbucks as the superior coffee powerhouse. So first, starting off with the two apps. So I am very familiar with the Dunkin' Donuts app. I use it almost daily. They have a option where you can load your debit card in there and set auto reload, which means once your balance gets low, it auto reloads money, which can be very dangerous. They also have the perks and offers tabs, which shows you how many points away you are from getting a free beverage. So for Dunkin', for every 200 points that you earn, you get a free beverage of your choice. Now, drinks at Dunkin' are way cheaper than they are at Starbucks, as you may know. A medium iced coffee for me at Dunkin' is $2.65, whereas at Starbucks it's $3.50, closer to $4. Also with the Dunkin' app, they have the find a location, which by your location on your phone, it shows you Dunkin' Donuts in the area. And they also have the on-the-go ordering tab, which you can order Dunkin' before you get to the site, so it's easy to pick up and go. Starbucks has similar features, but as I explored their app, I found that it was more visually appealing and also more informative. It gave customers info on campaigns and promotions that they have, whereas Dunkin' doesn't really have that option. So as far as the reward program, as I said, for every 200 points you earn with Dunkin', you get a free drink. And this may sound like you get more drinks with Dunkin', but you're also spending more money. Whereas Starbucks, you're probably spending a little less money since it's $5 a drink, but they give more rewards to their community. So what I mean by this is there's a campaign going on for Veterans Day where 25% of each purchase, Starbucks purchase, is going towards veterans and mental health. They also have a campaign going on tomorrow where they're giving away free hot beverages to veterans. Aside from Veterans Day promotion, Starbucks has a promotion where if you bring a holiday Starbucks cup to the Alaskan Airlines gate, you get priority boardings, which shows how established Starbucks is as a brand to be able to set up this promotion deal with an airline. So moving in, let's talk about the menu. So the drink menu and then the food menu. As a Dunkin' employee, I am very familiar with how the food is made. I know that it is often pre-made and then reheated. And some may argue that Dunkin' makes their bakery goods, their donuts and their muffins in store, which is true. However, I believe that Starbucks has more variety and more of a selection for their food. They have cake pops and popcorn and granola bars and their packages where you have the sandwich and the sides. And they also offer drinks aside from their drink menu like Smart Water that are name brand. Moving into, let's talk about the baristas that make the drinks. So for Dunkin', anyone can be trained to be a barista. I was trained to be one. But for Starbucks, they have the reputation of being on their toes all the time, having to know the details of each drink and how to embellish the top with the decorative berries and the little details like that. And at Christmas time, they have the whipped cream and the little mocha chips and the caramel sauces that go on top. So it gives Starbucks that professional brand. What also gives Starbucks that professional brand and credibility is the pricing. Because it's more pricier professionals often choose Starbucks over Dunkin. I think of a businessman in a suit and tie walking into his press conference with a Starbucks cup, the white cup and the green emblem, being very classy. Whereas you wouldn't want to walk into that kind of meeting with a plastic Dunkin cup. So that goes into also the aesthetic of the restaurants themselves. So Dunkins are usually found in gas stations or by highways, more rundown areas, whereas Starbucks, when you walk in, you smell the coffee, you see the aesthetic of the modern light fixtures and the black trim, and also what you see when you walk into a Starbucks is their wall of merchandise. There's all those cups. You have the cups for women that have the flowers. You have the cups for men that are black and chic and matte. And then you also have the ground coffee that you can take home with you. So at Starbucks, there's all these varieties of flavors. They have their Christmas blend, their holiday blend, on top of their blonde roast and espresso roast. Whereas Dunkin' only has French vanilla and caramel and a few of their other flavors that they have in store. And with Dunkin', they only sell K-Pods, whereas at Starbucks, they have their K-Pods and their Nespresso, which is their own brand. They have Via Instant, which is the little powder that you pour into water. They have all these different things that their customers can bring home with them. So all in all, I would have to vouch for Starbucks as the brand to be in the coffee department. Although I love Dunkin' and how cheap and convenient it is, I have to side with Starbucks and say that they are more established and they have more to offer for their customers. It's visible in their app and also when you walk into their store. So in this discussion, I would like to give it to Starbucks, even though I'm a Dunkin' fan at heart.